really successful, actually.
Here's the bounty.
Hello, welcome or welcome back. If you've never seen me before, which you probably haven't, I'm KJ. I'm an aspiring fantasy author seeking traditional publishing, and I wasn't planning on filming today, but I've been in a rut and I'm using the next few days to try and get out of it and get my life together. And I thought it might be nice to bring you along. Might be interesting to see me struggle trying to wake up at 5:30 in the morning, which hasn't happened in years, really. Not consistently, anyway. Um, but yes, that's what we're doing. I'm back in the laptop camera because I wasn't planning on filming, so my phone is charging. So sorry for the quality, but I actually like filming on this one. I don't know, it feels a bit more like I'm video chatting with a friend. But yes, it is Sunday. It is currently 2:30. The plan for today was to clean the kitchen, put my laundry away because I keep putting that off, um, read a chapter of on writing, and then read through chapters 7 to 10 from my new cozy fantasy that I'm working on. Once I read through, the plan is to fill in my outline spreadsheet and fill in my mirror board. I showed a bit more of what I'm doing in the previous blog, so I'll link it somewhere. But I might show my progress. I have done a bit of an everything shower as well today, which feels great. However, I'm oiling my hair. My hair is a bit meh today because I need to wash it, but I want to oil my hair tomorrow. And I'm also going on a run in the morning, which you'll probably see my workout clothes ready because I was like, let me put it out, and then I have no excuse tomorrow morning of like struggling to find what I want to wear and whatever. And then I delay it and I run out of time to go on the run. So, setting myself up for success. Let's hope. I haven't been on a run in like 2 months because of a health issue that then has put me into this rut. Emotionally speaking, I was a couch potato yesterday, but I'm gonna forget about that one. Haven't been feeling great or being very productive at all, and I'm tired of it. So, yesterday was a bit of a write off. I ended up watching Twilight and Eclipse. I skipped New Moon because I don't particularly like that one. And I was playing Animal Crossing, and then I was catching up on F1, which, if there are any F1 fans around here, oh my god, the Dallas sprint and race qualifying, absolute madness. I am so mad. I'm a Piastri fan, and I am so annoyed and so scared. But anyway, but yesterday was a bit of a reset in terms of like my emotional state. Like I let myself be a couch potato and just enjoy some chill time. But today is time to be productive. So I've already cleaned the kitchen and I've put my laundry away and, you know, set my workout clothes for tomorrow. What I think I'm gonna do now before I start reading the chapter of on writing, I wanna read that before I start reading the first draft of the cozy fantasy. I think what I'm gonna do is plan and just get that out of the way. Yeah. So this is what I'm working with. Picked up my phone. This might cut off, but I thought I would show you. This is what I've done for this week. I've already done my tarot reading for the week, and this is like the card for each day this week. And then I've extended the box so that I can do my gratitude here and then just to-dos. This part is for personal stuff. This one is for work. It is the busiest time of the year for me at work at the minute, so that's why I need this to be quite large. And then I'm gonna fill this in with events slash meetings and any tasks that I want to do on each day. Yeah. That was really, really successful, actually. Brie posted in the Discord that she was doing a live stream sprint with, oh my god, I'm gonna have trouble saying this, I'm so sorry. Inimitable Books. I'm gonna put the name somewhere here. They were doing a stream on YouTube, and I was like, perfect timing. So I did a bit of planning, and then I've literally speed read through chapter 7, 8, and 9. Each sprint, I did one chapter. I read through one chapter and filled in my spreadsheet afterwards. And then I put the scenes into the sticky notes. I still need to rearrange them just because I'm gonna read Act 2. I read Act 2 in Save the Cat the other day, but that was weeks ago, to be honest. Because I realized I had crossed over to Act 2 and I was like, okay, let me read it. But I need to read a bit more because I'm not sure if chapter 9 is still part of the fun and games, or if where I think the fun and games start, it's more like the B. Is it the B plot or something? Anyway, I need to rearrange those, but I thought I would come in and do a little update because I've read 3 chapters and I have said nothing. I only have chapter 10. Read that, and then I'll show you how the spreadsheet and the mirror board is looking because I think it's really satisfying. I'm low key obsessed. I think it's really cool seeing everything. But yeah. Anyway. Okay, chapter 10 is done. This is how the spreadsheet is looking so far. Oh, this is so satisfying actually. Each row is a scene basically, and then this is how the mirror board is looking. Blue sticky notes are the scenes that I have in my first draft, and the green ones are the ones that I want to add in the second draft. So far, I don't want to add anything in the second one, in the second act. However, I am going to delete some of this, change it in the second draft, but this is how it's looking so far. Oh my god, I love seeing this. I told myself on this day that if I got everything that I wanted done, I would reward myself by letting me work on my 2026 planner. And this is what I did, and I'm showing you because I think they look pretty. Okay, bye.
Good morning. It's 5:23 a.m. The plan was to wake up at 5:30, but I actually woke up at 4:30 and I just stayed in bed. And then around 5:15, I was like, I just need to get up. Currently oiling my hair. Don't mind me. I'm in my workout clothes just so that I have no excuses. But I need to wait until the sun goes up so I can go on my run. So I'm just gonna do some other stuff in the meantime. And yeah, my brain is still not working. I've got my coffee and I don't know what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna start with some journaling and we'll see how things go from there. Okay, F1 freak out over, I think. Uh, before I was catching up on that, I finished editing a video and I just googled it. The sun is rising at 7:45. I think it's currently 7 and it's still far too dark, and I'm gonna wait until 7:30 and then I'll go on my run. So I think what I'm gonna do in this half hour is read my own book, The Whip, the cozy fantasy, chapter 11. I can't remember how many chapters there are. Is it 25? That's exciting. Oh, I'm starting to hear the birds chirping. I love it. Being awake at this time, I already feel like I've had a full day, and this is why I want to get back to waking up at 5:30. It just works for me. So yeah, let's do that read through, and then catch you later.
Last running sprint. I'm dying, but it's not as much as I thought. It's a couple of hours later. Well, like an hour later. You might hear my Discord going off because lovely Raquel is messaging me. I've just finished my breakfast. I even did a little eyeliner today. I am feeling amazing and so on top of the world. Like, who knew waking up early and going on a run would do wonders for my mood? Is anyone surprised? Not really. If anyone is in the UK, I urge you to go to Morrison's and get this one. This mousse protein things. It has like 20 grams of protein. I'm really liking the salted caramel one, and it's just so good. But anyway, read through chapter 11 before my run. So, yeah, that's my update for now. It is much, much later. It's currently 6 p.m. I've had dinner. Day job was done. I was meant to use my lunch break to work on my writing, but I really, really needed a break. So instead, I played Animal Crossing. That said, I've just finished reading through chapter 14. This book doesn't have a chapter 13 because in this world, witches believe that the number 13 is bad luck. And, like, in airplanes and certain places, like in airplanes, there's no row 13 because it brings bad luck. And sometimes in elevators, there's no floor 13 because of the same reason. So I thought it would be funny to not have a chapter 13, which I forgot when I was doing my plan for this week, because I had the plan for this whole week was to read chapters 11 to 15, and I've just finished reading chapter 14, so I'm definitely gonna get more done. Maybe even finish the read through. Maybe we'll see how that goes, but I'm feeling very productive. I'm seeing a lot of issues consistency wise, but especially yesterday, there are some one liners that I thought were really funny, and that made me very happy. So, yeah, that's where we're at. I think this is gonna be it for today at least. I'll check in tomorrow, hopefully waking up at 5:30 again. Determined. We're doing this. We're getting out of the rut. Good morning. I am very tired and my brain is being very slow, so bear with me. Woke up later than yesterday, thank goodness. Yeah, I think waking up at 4:30 is not for me. The ideal is 5:30 to 6, I think, but I woke up at half 6. I got my coffee and I finished my journal. So, and the new one is coming today because I forgot, and that means that I can't journal this morning and I don't know what to do with myself. I think I'm just gonna wake up a little and then just go straight into the read through. I've gotten ready for the day. It is currently 8:30 and I start work at 9 today. So what did I do? I read 2 chapters of on writing. I'm really liking that book actually. I updated my planner and I read chapter 15 and filled in my spreadsheet and the mirror board with the sticky notes. I did find a scene that I was planning on adding, like it gets mentioned in chapter 15 and then I completely forgot about. So I added a sticky note for that one to see if I can add it in draft 2. The story itself, we are at the midpoint, I think, but now it gets to the, well, I don't know, because it's a fantasy and it's a fantasy, it's supposed to be cozy fantasy. So I think some of this, the fun of the games bleeds through to the rest of the story a little bit, or like the scene and stuff, but I think it's fine. But anyway, because I still have some time before work, I'm gonna see if I can get chapter 16 done. And that'll be 2 chapters done before the workday, which is amazing considering I woke up an hour later than I wanted to. Drinking my first coffee. I am very slow drinking my coffees and I try to only have one caffeinated coffee a day. The rest will be decaf because otherwise I just can't sleep. It really, really affects me. Or my anxiety goes through the roof. Either or. There's no in between. How do you like my makeshift stand? So that didn't happen, but it's fine. I ended up getting distracted with Discord and just faffing around. So I'm gonna start work now and then we'll do chapter 16 during my break, or if I need a break at some point during the workday or something, maybe this evening. I don't know, we'll see. This is turning into a juggle writing with my full-time job video, but anyway, at least we're trying. So I've done something a little bit naughty, but not really because it's cost me nothing. But I was watching a cozy autumn vlog by Quirine. Kirin. I am so sorry. I'll put it somewhere linked in the description, name on the screen. And in the video, she's just bought Uncharmed, this one, and that reminded me that one of my goals from the Bitteren challenge is to read Bewitched, and I had completely forgotten about that because I've been reading Legends and Lattes. I remembered that my boss got me no book token gift card as a thank you for some work that I did during the summer, like extra work and whatever, and which amazing. Very grateful for the gift card, which I have used to buy some debuts that will hopefully arrive when they're the moment they're out. And I remember that I still had like, I don't know, £40 on it or something. And so I went to the Waterstone website and I may or may not have splurged. They all sound super cozy, and that's what I'm craving right now, especially working on the cozy fantasy. I don't normally read what I'm writing as I'm writing. However, because I'm reading through and the first draft is done and stuff, I'm fine. But yeah, so I would update you on that one. I think there's like, I don't know, £3 left on this, so I'll use it at some point to get some money off my next book purchase. But yeah, I'm very excited now for my cozy books.
It is a couple of days later, and I was about to do an outro for this video because I forgot. However, my books arrived, so I thought I would show you them. I did unbox it because I got excited and I wanted to show them to my partner. So, first one that we've got, it looks so good. It's Bewitched by Lucy Jane Wood. It is such a vibe. Look how gorgeous that gradient is. Like, oh my god, this is so gorgeous. This is brilliant formatting. That is like that little going. It's amazing. I am very excited. Laptop as a monitor. I'm just trying to make sure that it's filming and getting things. So if I constantly look down, that's why I'm looking at myself. Yes, I'm vain. The next one I got is the Baby Dragon Cafe. How cute is that? This little guy. Ooh, this little guy. And this one. Oh my god, I just noticed that one. I'm such an idiot. So excited. You know what? Something that I sometimes do is I definitely judge a book by its cover and the name. I have not read the blurb for this. Sometimes I find that when I read blurbs, I just it puts me off reading the book. So yeah, I don't know why. I don't know if it's like because it sets the expectations, and then I'm just a bit like, well, now I know what happens because I can like try, even if it's not what actually happens. It's just I don't know. There's something about reading blurbs that just sometimes doesn't work for me. But I'm very excited for this one. I haven't read the blurb. It looked cute. It looked fantasy. The theme for this book haul is possible comps for my cozy fantasy. So I was like, that looks cozy, that looks fantasy. Gotta read it. Is The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches. I'm. Where is the witch? I could have sworn the cover had a witch flying, but anyway, I don't know. The blurb for this one because I was procrastinating one day during when I was writing draft one, and I did an agent's guide for the cozy fantasy, and I was like, oh, I need comps. I put Legends and Lattes for one, which I'm currently reading, and then I was like, well, I need another one, so ended up finding this one. I was like, that sounds awesome. Let me get it so I can read it. The Agent's Guide is nowhere, but I was like, I haven't posted it, I haven't made it public or anything. I was like, let me just try some things out. So yeah, I'll be reading that. The last one, which I didn't realize I had ordered the hardback, and this book is huge. It's The Honey Witch. Now that looks gorgeous. My camera is not doing it justice, but it's very big and as pretty as this is, and as excited as I am. Let me just. It did not need to be this big. Like, are you seeing that? Like, it did. It did not need. It did not need to be this big. And it's see this. She looks so good. That's such a pretty author. Oh my god, that's gorgeous. Look at that. She looks gorgeous, but also the that English is not English in um, frame. Very nice and cozy frame. That is so pretty. I'm very excited for this. It's been in my TBR since the debut, actually, since it came out. So very excited to get into that. Yes, lots of witches. It's autumn. Samhain is next week. I write witches for days. All of my main characters so far have been witches. Actually, I'm lying. I do have a project whose main character is a newly turned vampire. But other than that, it's been witches. I love witches. They're my favorite. I'm not gonna apologize for that. But yeah, here's the county. That's such a nice dedication. That's just me. Oh my god. I'm having such an emotional week for no reason. But like, the dedication reads, for the girls who grew up on the wonder of witches and knew that magic would be found at their own fingertips. Hell yeah! This is just me in a cover. I am very excited. I hope I like it. I'm sure I will. Um, Lunar Box. That's just. Can I work there? I don't care about the story. Can I just work? Can I just? Can I just work with Belle? Can I? Yeah. Oh, Belladonna Blackthorn. What a fantastic name for a main character. See, I hope you enjoyed seeing me get my life back in order a little bit and get back into the groove of things. And comment down below. Are you into witchy stuff? What are your current reads? If you have any good recommendations, always, I am so happy to have you here. And I hope I'll see you in my next video. Bye.